What is happening, guys? Rules for Rebels here. Happy New Year. Bitcoin has surged past $1,000 on the first day of Bitcoin trading in 2017. It passed the $1,000 mark for the first time since early January of 2014. And as of yesterday, it was just shy of breaking the record of $1,000 and $1,023 set back in January of 2014. I'll give you guys a quick peek below here. It actually started kind of planning for this video yesterday when it had pulled back from hitting the 1,023. But as you can see here, we topped out at 1,027, and it's kind of dropped off to as low as 1,012, and it's kind of back picking up then. But yeah, like I said, as of right now, we're sitting at $1,018. Earlier in the week, Bitcoin had surged to $999, only to fall back to $960, which is kind of a trend that we've been seeing kind of playing itself out over and over again. Many people are saying that Bitcoin could soon break its all-time record of $1,216, and that was set back in 2013. And so really, guys, I just kind of wanted to update you. I know some people, only pay attention to Bitcoin every couple weeks or when it's in the news. So I just wanted to make you guys aware of the big spike we've seen lately. Let's look at just the past day, the past 24 hours of trading. We've been as low as 976, picked up to like 995, continued to grow, fell back a little bit, up to 1,011, a little bit of a pullback, but really just kind of a steady rise. Looks like we peaked around 1,027, and then kind of a sharp drop off to 1,009. And now it looks like we're back on the rise. So let's look at the week-long chart and see what's happened. In the past week, we've been as low as $902. My last purchase, I think, was during my last video I made, which was at $812. And it's kind of funny, back when I made that video, I was kind of worried I was getting in too high. I'd been watching Bitcoin the past couple of days. I should have pulled the trigger at like 970 and bought some more. Then it went up to 990 or something, and I was telling myself, I was like, I know I should buy some, but I'm gonna wait. And I got a lot of Bitcoins. It's not like I need more, but I was like, I feel like we're gonna see a pullback. Whenever Bitcoin tends to surge really quickly, you tend to see a little pullback, and I'll show you guys like a month or a 3-month chart to show you what I mean. But I was waiting for a little pullback. In reality, it's kind of stupid. I mean, if I'm hoping for a $20 pullback, either I like buying in at the current price or I don't like buying in at the current price, but like I really shouldn't be pinching nickels over 20 bucks at this point. Let's look at the month-long chart. So obviously it's tough to time markets. It's tough to guess the top and the bottom of any market, but I do feel like when we spread the chart out longer, you can start seeing some trends. So we're seeing a steady rise from like 7 something, steady rise, steady rise. We go up to 916, right? Well, whenever you see a really steady rise or like a big peak in the chart or the graph like this, you're typically going to have a pullback. Now, none of us really know when the top is, but let's see what happens here. Okay, it pulls back to like 894. We see another rise that gets people buying again when the price pulls back. We go up to 978. So another steady rise in Bitcoin, and then we're going to see it fall off to 960. Then we see another steady rise. Let's try to look at like the 3-month chart and see what that one looks like. So here we see it even more spread out, but we see like a rise, little dip, rise, little dip. But I mean, overall, everything's on a steady rise. What does that mean? Probably what you guys really want to know is, when should I buy in? When's the right time to buy into Bitcoin, etc. Back when I think I made my first Bitcoin video. I've been following Bitcoin for years, but I think I made my first Bitcoin video on this channel this past summer, sometime around that flash crash. Maybe it was September. I forget exactly when it was. But my thinking back then was $550, $600. Bitcoin is always going to have a long-term value over that amount. So if you can get Bitcoin for, say, under 600 bucks, it's always a safe buy. As Bitcoin has continued to rise and go higher and higher and higher, well, I do think that Bitcoin is going to continue rising. I'm not as comfortable being like, oh, dump any endless amounts of money in there, because it's always going to be above, I don't know that Bitcoin's always going to be above $1,000. I could very easily see Bitcoin going to 40 grand a coin or 100 grand a coin, like the Winklevoss twins and some of these other guys say. But at the same point, I could also see Bitcoin settling back around the $700 or $800 range. So at this point, I'm kind of keeping a close eye on the situation. I probably wouldn't buy in right now. I'm not telling you guys not to buy in, because I could very easily see Bitcoin surging up to $1,100 or $1,200. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see like a steep rise to 1,060 and then like a pretty heavy pullback, maybe even under $1,000. So um, I'm not super comfortable with my predictions at this point. Don't really know where things are going to go, but yeah, I mean, if I had to guess, I would say in the next couple weeks, I think we might see a surge up to 1,060, 1,080. I think a lot of people might sell off. I think we might see a pullback down to just under $1,000. It looks like we saw a little bit of a pullback earlier today, but then it started surging again. So I'm just going to kind of sit on what I have and hold what I have for now. I read an interesting article about how Bitcoin could hit $3,000 sometime this year in 2017. I was planning on making another separate video discussing why that is and my thoughts on that. But yeah, just wanted to make you guys aware, guys. January 2nd, Bitcoin surges well past $1,000. We'll have to keep an eye on things, see where things go from here. I do still have a weekly Bitcoin auto debit coming out of my checking account, buying 25 bucks worth of Bitcoins every week just to kind of continue to build. And then whenever I see Bitcoin on a dip, I'll pick up some more. I think I'm into some coins at like 280, some at 3 something, some at maybe 450, some at 550, some at 6. Some at 750, and my most recent like large purchase was at 812. So be curious to see how things go. Today's low is 996. Today's high is 1,027. And yeah, it'd be interesting to see how things go. What are your guys' thoughts? Where is Bitcoin going to be 30 days from now? Where is Bitcoin going to be, say, 3 months from now? So I'd put us in like March. Where is Bitcoin going to be 6 months from now? And where is Bitcoin going to be at the end of 2017? Curious to hear your guys' thoughts on that. Drop a comment in the comment section below. Also, what do you think, like, 5 year, 10 years out, what do you think Bitcoin's going to be at? Is Bitcoin going to be a forgotten about fad that happened 5 or 10 years ago? Or is Bitcoin going to be, worth $40,000, $50,000, $100,000, $1 million a coin, like some people say? I want to hear your guys' thoughts, want to hear your guys' predictions, want to hear where you think Bitcoin's going. Drop a comment below. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Check back for more videos, guys. I got some good stuff coming out later this week, and we will catch you guys on the next video.